Hi everybody, PJ here. I'm in Worksop today for a change. I've just come down to have a look at a conveyor belt company. So let's just have a walk down and see what we can see, shall we? Yay! These have been here for years and years. A nice big workshop there. Don't know if they're making or repairing or servicing or anything in there, I have no idea. How you doing? Well, you know, under pressure but bearing up. Yeah, YouTube.
Alright.
Any chance of a high-vis on and a walk round?
What is it for, mate?
I do YouTube videos, all industrial estates and things.
Alright. What, do you want to walk around the yard or something?
Yeah. Perhaps somebody show me around and tell me a bit about what you do.
Yeah.
I'll go and get my high-vis out at car, alright? Cheers. Well, you can't argue with that. I'm just going to go and get my high-vis on and see if we can get a walk round and somebody tell me a bit about what they do. Well, I know what they do. They do conveyor belts. Hey up, mate. Yeah, just do YouTube videos about industrial estates and stuff.
Yeah, just a YouTube video.
Yeah, I just wondered if I could, I've got my high-vis and my boots on, if I could just have a bit of a wander around, or perhaps if you've got 5 minutes, just spare me 5 minutes, tell me what you do. Well, I know what you do conveyor belts.
Yeah, we're buying some conveyor belting. Well, what is it you really want to know?
Well, just, you can tell me what the different things are and different, I mean, I can see you've got different widths of belts and that kind of stuff, you know, just general information.
Yeah.
I don't want to dig into your privates, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
No, just, you know, I mean, I know I'm Worksop lad, so I know you've been here donkey's years.
Yeah.
But you've expanded quite a bit over the last few years, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got another big place up on Cleveland's Avenue now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where we do our engineering unit.
Right, so what do you actually do here? Is this your sales part?
This is your sales part, yeah. What we do is we're buying all this stuff here, look.
Right.
That's what we're buying.
I know you used to supply quite a bit to coalboard and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, well, a long time ago that now.
Yeah, well, there's no coalboard left, is there?
Now, so most of it's all to do with recycling.
Right.
It's all just a recycling industry.
I do a lot of recycling yards. I've did Fletcher's not long ago at Sheffield.
Right, yeah, they come and get bits of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of it's, I'd say 80% of it's recycling now, and there's a few bits what's quarrying and that.
Yeah.
Stone and that.
Did the coalboard closing down, did that affect you badly?
Not really, no. Not really, because a lot of their stuff were a different sort of type of belt. Ours is rubber. They used to like what they call fenner, which is a plastic conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Which is like underground.
And it were all in different layers. When they used to join it, they used to put the layers together.
Yeah,
and...
like finger sort of thing like
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's all to do with, this is rubber. That were like plastic, and that were all underground specification. This is all overground specification.
Right.
This is what's just coming down. This is all coming from like from China.
Oh, it comes from China, does it?
And Turkey.
And Turkey?
And Turkey, yeah.
How long does it take you to get from China?
A long time at a minute, because there's a shortage of
Containers.
containers, yeah.
Yeah, somebody were telling me they put the container prices up by multitudes.
Yeah, multitudes. Yeah, a lot by 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's one of them things we struggle up.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Are you a Worksop lad?
I am, yeah. Yeah, this is my family's business.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Frank Canning Conveyor sets up my granddad. Well, it's my granddad.
Right.
So I'm third generation what works here.
All right. Okay. So you were all stuck on when you left school.
No, not really.
You were
I worked
coming
at
here?
Wilco's for 9 years.
Did you?
Yeah, I worked at Wilco's for 9 years.
What, the big depot?
The big depot, yeah.
Yeah. What did you do there?
I worked in merchandising.
All right. Any good?
Very good job, yeah, I loved it. But then a lot changed over there, so they've come up here. My uncles and my parents worked here, so they, said,
Yeah.
just come up your front door and come down.
Yeah. My lad worked at Wilco's.
All right, yeah. Where did he work?
He ran forklifts.
Oh yeah.
And
Wasn't he?
yeah, and then he did a college course and then went to uni, and he's a mental health nurse at Rampton now.
There's a lot there though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Quite a lot from around here at Rampton.
Yeah, there is a hell of a lot.
But danger money though, isn't it?
Oh, he loves it, thinks it's great.
Yeah.
They moved him onto women's ward and he weren't very keen on that, but you know, that's life, isn't it?
Yeah. So. Right, listen, I hope I've been some help to you anyway.
Yeah, do you mind if I have a walk round? I'll not kill myself.
You're alright with me, yeah. Just have a quick walk round, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I'll just give you a wave through the window when
What I'll
I'm
do
done.
is I'll just let me have a quick word with Works Manager, make sure he's alright with it.
Yeah.
About it.
Alright mate, thanks a lot. So there you go. There you go, and I can have a walk around. Right, let's do it logically. So we've got loads of belting here. It's bloody expensive, this stuff. Yes, I bet it's very expensive. And then it looks like we've got the frameworks for the belting here. This is similar to what they used to use down the pit. These are the uprights, and then there used to be long belt poles that used to connect them and then hang the rollers off it in the middle. See if we can see any belt poles and things while we're out and about. Hell of a lot of belting. Right, so it looks like we've got some framework here for running the conveyors on. Yeah, we have. Now, I would say that's upside down because those rollers there look like the bottom rollers or the return rollers. And those over there that you can see with the uprights, they look like they fasten on top here, and the top rollers run on those. Yeah, there they go, look, there's the top rollers. And that's what it looks like. So the top rollers bolt on, and these straight ones are the return rollers. It's no use having flat rollers, otherwise everything will fall off the belt. They need to be curved to keep everything on the conveyor belt. Looks like we've got some more stuff here ready to go out. Some big framework here for the belts. Now I wonder if that's where the drive section fastens, because we've got to have some big motors to run these. And then we've got something a bit different here. This belt's got kind of ridges on. All right. So if you're not doing things like sand, or would you use sand on that kind of conveyor?
No, sand and stuff like that. You can use it on a normal flat conveyor, but you sort of get it to come a bit. Or you've got other ones with bigger clicks than that one. Like them ones. Big carriers more.
Oh yeah, I can see some over back.
Yeah, they're more for just smaller bits. It has a bit of traction here. If you've got like an incline, stuff's coming down.
Right, so stuff don't roll back down the hill. Yeah. I've seen some very steep conveyors on like cement work. What's your name, sorry?
Chris.
Chris, I'm making a YouTube video, Chris. Yeah, so if you don't mind, you're going to be on YouTube. Yeah. I've seen some conveyors where they're at the cement works, and they're really steep conveyors for getting the sand and the aggregate up to the top of the mixing towers and things like that. So they'd use this kind of belt, would they?
Not that particular kind of belt. On a quarry, Andy.
Hey up there. How you doing?
Which particular type of belt would you use? This is more for like going grip and traction, isn't it? Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah, like I've just been saying, I did Cemex at Sheffield the other day, and they've got a massive tower and a very steep conveyor. Right. And I imagine they use that kind of belting or something like that to get the sand and...
Yeah, you probably need something like a C25, wouldn't you?
Like the one at the back?
Yeah, chevron,
You can carry more stuff up on that.
You know, sometimes if it's big enough to loop, use a flat belt.
Yeah.
The weight will put it down as well because of how much is going on.
Yeah.
It'll go up on its own.
Well, I noticed over there, you know, that belting it's in like a U shape to keep everything in together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you do that with this kind of belting as well? Or would this run flat?
Really flat back,
No,
so you get
flat
the best
into
use
that.
of it because the whole thing, you know, it's flat across.
Right.
You're getting the most of all the grip on it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We do like close suspender sets.
Yeah.
So this
Oh,
is-
that's what they used to use. There's some belting over there that they used to use at the pit with the old
Yeah.
metal frames and the belt
That's it.
poles and
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have all that.
uh,
So everything here.
yeah.
Yeah, these are more used to getting stuff for big pants. Not, you know, like
Yeah.
sand's loose and it can fall out.
Yeah.
That's more for like your solid stuff or like recycling places.
Right.
When they're sorting through it, sort of thing, that'll bring it up to them before they
Yeah, I
get
just
down.
I did one not long ago. Fletcher's.
Yeah.
You know, the big recycling place in
Yeah.
Sheffield,
Yeah.
and they've got a lot of conveyors there.
Yeah, it's
I'll have
surprises
a look.
you. Because we go out to
do
a
on
lot
site,
of
don't
a lot of recycling places. And
Yeah.
conveyors everywhere.
Yeah.
Comes to separating it.
I like doing recycling places.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so interesting. They've got so many big machines there. You know, it's awesome to just go and have a look at what they've got. You know,
Yeah, right.
it really is good.
Yeah, definitely.
We have like shredder belts.
You what, sorry?
We have like shredder belts, which is them in this rack up here.
All right.
They're for like recycling place, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your name? Sorry,
Andy.
Sandy.
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
How long you been here, Andy?
About 17 years.
Oh, you're an old timer then,
Carpet furniture. Yeah, so this is like a shredder belt.
right?
Got like metal running through it.
Yeah.
But it's also got cleats on.
Right. So.
And it's got a lip on to keep
Right.
the product inside it.
Right, so if they're getting bricks and they're going through a crusher and stuff like that,
yeah.
that's the kind of
Not
thing
like
they'd
hard
use.
wearing.
Yeah. God, you've got loads of stuff here, haven't you?
No, this is only small bits of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just get a picture of this. What do you call these ridges? Cleats or something, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to find right.
Oh, that's got a lip on it as well to keep
Yeah,
everything on,
that's
yeah.
exactly the same as that. That's the shredder belt. Obviously, your product comes in here. And obviously, because you've got these sides on, it don't fall out.
Right,
They're probably for recycling places then.
right, okay,
Because
doke.
obviously, like, they've got a metal wire running through it, so it don't.
What kind of cost would something like
Oh.
that cost?
I couldn't imagine. I don't really have much to do with costing.
It wouldn't be cheap, would it?
No. No. Talking
Wouldn't be
about
cheap.
something like this, as a guess, 10, 15 grand.
Bloody hell. It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It is.
Mind you, there's a lot goes into manufacture it.
There is, pal, yeah. I mean, the amount of stuff we have coming in and going out.
Because I imagine once these are in situ, they're there for, what, a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years?
Depends.
How much hammer they get?
Wait, yeah. I mean, belts are obviously lasting a lot longer than they used to. It's just about supply and demand, really.
Yeah, do you get a lot of giving them, a lot of stretching things?
Yeah, they're all. There's all certificates with them, and they're like years, so many years guarantee.
Right, okay.
Belt.
So do you do the motors, the drives and all that kind of stuff?
That's up at our other unit.
Up at Claylands?
Yeah, I mean there's a drum here who's probably going to go on site. We had a maker himself. The maker of cells, or get a company local that can obviously, it's got a bigger lathe.
Right.
Sometimes you can imagine when it's spinning.
Yeah. So what about the motors, the actual motors and things? That,
Motors we get, we buy them in. Like I say, that's down to our Clayland site.
Right. Do you actually go on site and put all the belting up and everything?
We just depends really. I mean, we've just done a big job down at Tilbury, down in London.
At the docks?
At the docks.
Right.
Where we'll probably sub that out for fitting.
Right.
I think that was 2 metre wide.
So you'd go down there, you'd get all the measurements, plan it all and
Exactly, yeah.
and everything like that, and then the wizards in the office would work a price out.
That's it, yeah.
And
So it's what happens is there's a lot of meetings that go ahead up at the Clayland site.
right.
The draftsmen, obviously site people,
Yeah.
project managers, and then they'll come down, bring through to our sales, say what belts they need, what loaders they need,
and then they'll source it and come back
Yeah.
with the prices.
Exactly, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Because we're all together, it's all like one big, it'll be costing, not like from us to them, it'll be
Yeah.
like as a cost.
A complete cost, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that gets you more business than
It
bitting
does, I
and
mean,
bobbing.
Engineers are doing really well at the moment, but such as like belting, I've never known it as busy in all my time here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So I think what happens is the lads in the sales do a fantastic job. They like try and think like 3-6 months in advance
Yeah.
what we've used, so they have to order in advance. You think like nowadays, with Brexit and everything like that, taking a lot longer, a lot more paperwork to get stuff into the country.
Yeah.
So they have to obviously take that into account. But luckily we've got a good relationship with the buyers.
Like you said, the stuff comes from China, so there's no rush there.
We've got stuff from China and stuff from Turkey. We get different belts from different countries.
Yeah.
But what we've done better than anybody else, I think, is like kind of forward thinking, get more stuff in, and then other customers, big customers, they can't get the stuff in, so they're buying it straight from us.
Right.
So literally, we're taking off the wagon, it's going straight out.
Yeah, and I do know that obviously being a workshop lad, that that this wasn't a particularly big company. What, 15 years ago?
No.
And it's. I see you've got both sides of the road now and
Yeah.
everything.
We've always had both sides.
But you always you only had a
But
smaller one over the
Then
other
the
side, didn't
engineers,
you?
that used to be the engineers on where the Vulcanizing is.
Yeah.
Obviously, they started to get bigger projects, so we ended up buying what used to be Blythe Marble
All right.
down at Claylands.
Yeah.
So we bought that.
Yeah.
and that's obviously-
They've still
that's
got a
what-
place out at Carlton, haven't they, Blythe
Yeah,
Marble?
Yeah, but I think we've just expanded that quick, got bigger projects, we needed to move to bigger premises really.
Yeah. No, it's all great stuff, mate.
As you can see, still having to store stuff down here. It's that busy with these. I mean, if you come like the last week or the week before, all this yard was full of steel.
Right.
Just going out to site, different site jobs.
Right. So what else have you got interesting to see then?
I'll show you next door where we do is vulcanizing.
All right.
That's well, what it is, different customers want different belts.
Right.
Certain belts, they'll have chevrons. Customers will want different. They'll want like cleats all the way down to carry different products.
Yeah.
Or some will want the eye wall a bit higher on the side.
Yeah.
So the products don't fall out. Then we have requests from other customers like there's one in Ireland. We get the chevrons in, but they want the chevrons cutting down.
Right.
To make it small. To make them smaller so they're not as wide.
So you do all that here yourself then?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Right, Bob. So this is our bolt shop. This is where we join belts together.
Right.
All different products, like this is your skirt rubber. So it goes on the side of the conveyor.
Right.
So that the product don't fall out.
Don't
either
fall
side.
off yet.
And obviously it's quite durable. So it don't wear down as much.
Right.
And obviously the belt runs up underneath it.
Right.
We've got all that. I'll show you this is the kind of belt we do. So this is obviously a special one.
Right.
Customers will ask for it to have cleats.
All right. So what would that be used for then?
No idea.
No idea. Don't know, don't care.
Yeah. And like I said, the eye wall on the sides. That's obviously.
So you're that adaptable then that if a customer says I want X, Y and Z, you say, okay, no
Yeah.
problem, we'll do it.
Yeah, basically.
And these gentlemen here,
These are hard-working lads.
these hard-working lads. Sorry, I don't want to cast aspersions about you lads, but
That's what we are.
you what, sorry?
This is YouTube,
We're slaves.
You're slaves.
They don't look bad for slaves, do they?
They don't look bad for slaves, no, no. Is that your Porsche park out there?
Every hour, about with whips.
They come round with whip? Yeah, but that's the bit you like, innit? So,
This is a customers asked for this, the cleats to be shortened.
to be shortened?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So had somebody already put the cleats on?
Yeah, when we get them in, obviously you can see the cleats are this wide,
Right.
but then the customer don't want them that wide.
So you've got to come along and trim them off.
In the past we've had, what do we have another week now? We've done about 450 metres of these.
Bloody hell. So I can see you measuring them off now, so how are you going to cut them off? He's going to show us.
Yeah.
It's not the old Stanley knife job then.
No, special tool.
Can be, depending on using it.
I'll show you.
All right, okay. I could get a haircut with that.
Show you. Down like that.
Right, and then you go from this. Right, okay. So how long you been doing this?
About 3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
How long? No, I mean, how long have you worked here? How long have you been doing this
So
work?
long. Yeah, about 8 years.
Yeah,
I used to work here in the 80s.
you did.
Yeah, back in the where I was coming back.
Yeah, I was just saying that it used to be a small company a few years ago, but it's,
Frank used to live at Langwood, I think. Used to have horse and cart.
yeah,
Yeah. Now you've got these youngs coming into the game, like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah?
old stalwarts, ain't Mike?
Hey?
You've seen it all, haven't you?
What's your name, Mark?
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Mark.
What's your name, mate?
Nace.
Nate.
Nason.
Mason.
Nason.
With a N.
Yeah.
Nason.
Yeah.
That's an unusual name.
All my life.
You haven't, have you? I bet you get called Gina a lot, don't you?
I get called all sorts, right?
Hey, I'm saying that. I'm saying usually by ex-wives.
There's 4 or
Oh, 3.
3.
Yeah,
What a punishment.
yeah. I've got next ex-wife lined up.
Have you? three ex-wives.
Have you?
Yeah.
We do one midweek.
You what, sorry?
One midweek, one weekend, and one when you feel like.
Ah,
No?
no, not really.
Hey,
3 ex-wives.
so are
Yeah.
you on your own now?
Oh,
yeah. Before it.
Like I say, I've got my next ex-wife lined up.
Have you?
Yeah.
You've got a good life then.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad.
Busy. Busy life.
I'm not telling you how many kids and grandkids I've got.
Bloody hell.
Didn't have a TV as a kid.
No Sky back then, was it? No Netflix.
No. When I was a kid, there were BBC One and BBC Two, and I remember saying to my dad, "Dad, why do they call it BBC One? There's only one of them."
Yeah.
TV didn't start till 5 o'clock at night and went off at 10 o'clock on an evening.
You used to have that thing on television that went off.
Oh, that won't last.
Yeah.
Last week, no.
When I first come out of army, I worked at Glassworks over there, and radio used to finish about 11 o'clock at night. I used to be making cardboard cartons, so I'm in a big warehouse, and radio used to go off about 11 o'clock. And Radio Luxembourg, yeah, but it used to be fading in and then fading out, and that used to finish at 3 o'clock. And if you're on till 6 o'clock in the morning, all you got were like German and French channels on radio. Not like now, where everything's 24/7, isn't it? Yeah. So how much of this belt have you got to alter?
That's it now, 90 metres we've done.
All right.
90 metres off it.
How long does it take you to do that?
About 4 hours.
Oh, you ain't done bad then.
4 hours to all of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you had it this morning, didn't you?
Yeah. Got it on about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you ain't done bad then, have you?
No, usually about a day.
He's worth his pay, this lad, isn't
He
he?
is. I think we'll start paying him soon.
Yeah. Well, instead of whipping him.
Yeah.
Pay rise, mate. Pay rise, we want.
Yeah. Instead of whipping him.
Nah, He'd rather have that.
I'm going to say, I think he prefers whipping anyway.
Not 2% or 3%, 10 and 20%.
10 to 20%. You want a cat of nine tails, mate, instead of just the old leather whip. You'll be fine then.
Yeah, new set of teeth.
Yeah. And go out leather gear to go with it.
Can't hunt every week.
I don't know. And poor old lad's working away down there, and we're all having a chat and a laugh, and he's still at it.
New little way around though.
Oh, is it?
You only started working because you come in.
Is that where it is? Because he knows it's going on YouTube.
In today?
Yeah.
I told you that.
Yeah,
You'll have crime watch.
you're gonna have all my ex-wives chasing you.
You'll be on crime watch. You'll have all police.
No, but he's been on that before, hasn't he?
I know, Ali. Get him though.
They couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you're buggered. He works at Canning Conveyors in Worksop. It's dead easy to find.
Anywhere else you want to look at?
Only if you've got anything interesting to show me.
No, but
Oh, we'll see Garside. I'll do Garside. He's the main man.
All right.
for a walk crossroad path.
Yep. Right. Thanks for your time, gents. See you all soon.
See you later.
Well, I've just come across another bit of belt that's totally different to anything we've seen before. This was what, an insert?
It should have been an insert on a swan neck belt.
Right.
So obviously, imagine a swan.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Yeah.
That should have been an insert, but didn't need it. We made the belt,
Right.
which was probably about 100 metres of that, like that.
Hope you charged them.
Oh, definitely. So can you imagine the amount of work that's gone into that?
Oh, yeah, hell of a lot.
Each time you have to buff it. You have to buff where the cleats are going, buff where the eye wall's going. And you have to glue it. And you have to buff the eye wall and the cleats. Then you have to put it down and drill it, then jigger pick it so it sticks.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, took a long time that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But then,
And then they didn't want it.
oh yeah, they wanted it. We just took that in case.
All right. That was a spare bit.
That's what we cut off.
All right. That's an off-cut.
That's enough for you.
I feel like an off-cut sometimes.
Well, yeah, this is where the works orders come.
This is what, sorry?
Where the works orders come in.
Right.
And what we do is they either chop it to length that the customer wants or trim it to whatever the customer wants.
Right, trim down the edges.
Trim down the edges.
Yeah.
Certain customers will to suit whatever conveyors.
Right.
Whatever conveyors are going on, that's what we cut them to. The length, the width. Come down here. Three machines. Each machine's got cutting discs on.
Right.
To trim them down.
And this cuts it, and there, I take it they're extractors for the dust and
they're
things.
extractors for all those, so we've had them tested.
Do you get a lot of dust?
Not a lot, but we got enough. But obviously they've all got filters in and everything, so
Yeah.
it's going into atmosphere. is,
Yeah. No, you don't want that.
harmless. Yeah, so they get tested every 6 months. So you'd be amazed how many belts there is in this one.
So how many people you got working here then, roughly?
On this site, about 15.
You got about 50?
15 on the
Oh,
shop floor.
15, right. And then you've got your office staff over and
The office
above.
staff. So as you can see, vast amount of belts. You'd think we'd have every belt, wouldn't you? But we haven't.
Well, it looks like you've got every belt, whether you think you have or not.
We still have to wait for consignments to come in.
Right.
The belts that we need.
So from you ordering a belt to it arriving, on average, how long does it take to get here?
Such as like now, you're talking probably 3 months, 4 months.
So the people that need this stuff have got to plan well in advance, haven't they?
If we haven't got it, then obviously we have to order it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 we've already ordered it anyway because we know what we need
Right.
for customers that's going to order.
Yeah, I can see you've got plenty of stock on hand.
Yeah, oh definitely a lot of stock.
So this belt in here, is
Yeah.
this going out as it is, or is this going to be
That'll probably, I would
be adjusted
very
to
doubt it. That'd probably be
customers'
like a
measurements?
A customer would come in, ask, for example, that's 250 metres, a 2 metre wide belt. Customer could come in, ask for 5 metres, 100 metres, whatever.
And then you'll cut it?
And then we cut it to whatever size you want. Same as every belt really. It's up to the customer whatever they want, and we'll just provide what.
Right, so do you do the delivery as well, or do you have
We've
a
got a
sub?
delivery company that comes in at night to collects his belts on pallets that we need.
So that's not you, that's a subby.
Yeah, but obviously
Right.
we deal with them every day, all
Right.
day, every day.
Is that a Worksop firm?
It's DBL in Sheffield.
Right.
But we do deal with a company in Worksop, Priestley's.
Okay, yeah, I know him.
It's Chris and John into it.
Yeah, Chris and John,
Work
yeah, I
with
did.
Chris Priestley a lot. He
Yeah.
did a lot of distribution for us. DBL.
Back at Sainsbury's,
Yeah, that's it. Well, DBL, they do all this daily stuff.
Yeah.
24-hour deliveries. So as you can imagine, we deliver to either up top of Scotland or down south.
Right, okay.
We do have like quite a lot that goes to Ireland, your BT addresses. We do have export.
But most of your customers are here in the UK.
Most of the customers are in UK, yeah, and they do want it like, because we're a reactive business, most of the time they'll order the belt and they want it the day after. So obviously if the quarry's down, we're losing thousands and thousands.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So it's,
Right, I know you're very busy because you
Yeah,
just had a
I
phone
know.
call. So I'm going to love you and leave you now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time, my
you're
friend.
welcome.
Really,
What's your
really
name, pal?
appreciate it.
What's your name, pal?
Pete.
Pete. Cheers for that,
Yeah,
Pete.
my name's Pete. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. It's been absolutely awesome. And I can't wait to get all, it's going to be take forever to edit, but I can't wait to get edited and get it on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Right, so that's Canning Conveyors here in Worksop. Absolutely fabulous. What a wonderful set of people to let me come round and see all the site. And then to spare somebody all that time to tell me everything about the company. They are absolutely amazing. Now I don't suppose many of you are going to be in the market for conveyor belts, but I'm sure you found it really, really interesting. I know I did. Very, very good. Anyway, I'd just like to thank everybody at Canning Conveyors for the time and the effort they've put into showing me around. I'd like to tell them how much I really enjoyed it, and if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and hopefully I'm going to see there, oh this is my 360 camera, I'm going to see there in the next video. Bye everybody, see you soon.